Hi, welcome to RV Perry Passages, where the Perrys are passing through the RV lifestyle. My name is Chuck, and we appreciate you watching today. If you would please click the subscribe and like button down below so you can be notified of future postings. And if you are so moved to support us in any way, please see the Patreon link down below and go to that Patreon page and see the various options there are for supporting the Perrys and this endeavor. So, gas rig, diesel rig, what's it going to be? If you've looked at any RV videos, you know that there are a slew of them, a ton of them that are out there that are talking about the pros and cons of gas rigs and diesel rigs. So I'm not going to go into those. I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why I would prefer a diesel rig. And first is this lovely little thing right down here. Because it's a gas rig, it has a front engine. And for those of you who've driven old Chevy vans, Dodge vans, you know that that's an engine cover. Or if you have a gas rig, you know that that's an engine cover. And you say, well, what's the big deal? Why is an engine cover a big deal? Well, I'll show you why it's a big deal. See those curtains right there? If you're going to close off for privacy, you've got to pull those around those windows. And in order to do that, I have to navigate that hump, that engine cover. Sometimes I'm a little balance challenged, and sometimes it throws me off. I've fallen once doing that. So I don't like it. Diesel rigs, as I'll show you right now, no hump. It's a beautiful thing. Diesel rigs don't have an engine cover because the engines are in the back. So it's nice, flat, navigable. You can close the curtains with no problem. So that's number one. I find it a pain in the tuchus, and I just don't want to use it anymore. And engine location has something to do with reason number 2. Reason number 2, because gas coaches have the engine in front, the engine has to connect to the drive shaft to the rear drive wheels. So you have to allow for that drive shaft. That makes the gas rigs have to compensate for that. So there's no pass-through storage space. It's all front to back oriented and only limited so deep. So it limits you, and any kind of storage is going to limit you. So I'm not crazy about the front to back storage. These are some of the things that we've learned about living in this one, for which we are so very, very grateful. But it's made us kind of make a list of what we're looking for when we want to buy our own. So they're front to back oriented, only so deep. I have to navigate these guys, and I'd just rather what you find in a diesel rig, which is most often side-to-side storage, as in the pictures here. So what you see on the other side, that's the other side of the rig at the back. I love the ideas of these slide-out trays, much easier to navigate. And this brings me to the 3rd reason. Again, engine location related. With the gas engine up front, trying to have a conversation with the person across the engine cover from you can sometimes come to a yelling match because of the engine noise. I don't like that. The diesel rigs have their engine in the rear, underneath the bed usually. And so it's much more quiet in the driving area. And I would prefer that. So those are the 3 major reasons: engine cover, storage orientation, and engine noise, or lack thereof, hopefully. So those are the basics. Again, we appreciate you watching. Again, I ask you to hit that subscribe and like button. Check out our Patreon page. And before we go, though, we've got 3 prayer points, and they're pretty much the same ones from last time. One is remote work since the last video. I've had a couple of contacts, and so I hope to be talking to some folks very soon about that. Number 2 is Gail's ministry and health wealth organization success. And 3rd is good health for me, and things are going very well. I appreciate your prayers, appreciate your support. And the encouragement for today is be kind to each other. In these days of political and ideological division, and I think most of you know where I stand on all of that, it is my desire, and I've come to be made aware of this. It's my desire that we can have civil conversations about this. I know it's difficult sometimes because most of the issues are so emotionally charged, but hopefully we can come to a point where we can talk with one another and listen to another's opinions and perspectives without getting into a yelling or a name-calling festival. Hopefully we can come to a place to possibly agree to disagree, or if necessary, just calmly walk away. You know, the Bible says that God so loved the world, not just the people who think the way you do. Am I meddling? Maybe a little. Well, thanks again for watching. As always, love you, see you, miss you, bye. And I'll see you next time.